Hello viewers, here we are once again with the AT&T 5600 cordless phone. Hopefully this will be the last installment of the series because this has been going on for I want to say this is day 5. I've just been so busy with other things I haven't had a chunk of time long enough to finish this up, and I have other things I want to do here in the studio and I can't because it's clogging up everything. So anyways, we're just about done with the handset. The last thing I want to do is try to clean up the antenna a little bit because it's not extending and retracting very well. So I'm going to try to clean it with brass polish. This is how I usually clean up the antennas, and it visually does the trick. I'm not sure if it's going to fix our mechanical issue with it not sliding. I may have to put some kind of a lubricant or something on there. You know, just a very small amount, of course. Let's give this a try and see what happens. I found this to be very good polish. I've used this on a lot of different things, and I've really never run into a case where it didn't work. It's not really looking any different on the towel, but its shine is certainly coming back. So let's see. It's still pretty stiff. Especially this last one here. Well, it didn't quite do what I wanted. It's a little better. It's good enough for now. I mean, how often do you really open and close it anyways? So that'll be that. So here's the final product of the handset. It's looking really good. There's no more stickiness down here. So set that aside. Now we got to get down to the base, and I was really hoping to kind of leave it intact and just clean the surface, but the more I look at it, the less possible that seems to be. It's got quite the accumulation of dirt on here, and that's not going to come off without a fight. So I think we're going to have to strip the electronics and wash this like I normally would. So first I'll remove this paper here, and even this thing needs to be cleaned. Fortunately this is still clean, so that's fine, but this needs to get cleaned. Move the cassettes here. And I've already unscrewed it. I never screwed it back together from last time, so I can just open this right up here. And I'm most concerned about getting this board off. I'm not really sure how that's going to work. Some of that stuff looks like it's kind of ingrained into the front, and if that's the case, I'm just going to leave it alone. But we'll give it a shot and see what we can do here. Okay, so it's not at all ingrained into the base. It's completely different than I thought it was. Something else in here that shouldn't be in here, and has nothing to do with the telephone. I don't know what exactly this is. It's like some kind of hieroglyphics or something on it. That's kind of weird. And I know this is going to blow up the comments box. This was sitting in there when I first opened it. This is not a broken rubber band that came off of there. This is just an extra one from when I was trying to get one that fits. And I'm seeing the contacts are soldered on here as well. So I have to unsolder that. And other than that, I guess we can take this apart fairly easily. Alright, so I have to admit I didn't take it apart. It just seemed like it was too much of a hassle, so I just cleaned it on the outside. And it cleaned up pretty well, actually. It's not the cleanest phone I've ever produced, but the handset is, and the base is good enough. Whoops. There's no battery in there. Looks like there was something stuck on the cover at some point. You can see there's like outline of a sticky residue. Same thing with the tone and pulse switch. It looks like there was a piece of tape over it at one point. But other than that, there's really nothing wrong with the base, cosmetically speaking. This cleaned up pretty nice. I wish I'd gotten some more video before I closed the back up. I forgot. But the antenna on this unit is kind of odd. It's just something I wanted to show. It's just a wire that runs from here, over here, down the side, and over to here. And that's it. Which is really conservative for something of this low frequency, but I guess it works. So, yeah, we're pretty much ready to go here. We're gonna do the final checkout now, just to make sure it's all good and working, and then we're gonna use it upstairs in the computer room. Interestingly enough, it actually fits one of these 3 AAA cell packs, even though it's not the right shape. Anyways, let's get going here. I'll turn this thing on. No, it's not plugged in. Okay. Switch this. It's already switched. Okay, let's get some dial tone here. Testing 1, 2, 3. Despite its minimalistic antennas, it seems to sound just fine. Do a channel change here. Okay, that's working. Let's access the answering machine.
You have no messages.
Okay, there's no messages on there. I did clean the heads on here, so I think this should sound a little better now. Let's go ahead and record a test greeting and hit change and the announcement. This is a test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Record a message or I won't call you back. Okay, that should be reset. This is a test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Record a message or I won't call you back. It still sounds a hair odd, but it's definitely better than it was originally, so I think we're just going to leave it alone. Everybody calls me from a cell phone anyway, so they're not going to notice that the sound is a little bit distorted. Alright, we'll set it to 2 just for the sake of the video. And answer is on. Let's record a memo message too. This is a test of the memo message recording functionality.
Wednesday, 3:30 a.m.
This is a test of the memo message recording functionality.
Wednesday, 3:30 a.m.
I wonder if it just
End of
recorded
messages.
the time stamp from the audio instead of actually writing it to the tape. Kind of sounds like it did that. This is a test of the memo message recording functionality.
Wednesday, 3:30 a.m.
I'm going to record another one, and I'm going to talk over it reading the time. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Wednesday.
Are you recording this?
1 a.m.
We're going to skip that one and go to 2.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Wednesday, 3:30, 1 a.m.
No, I guess it didn't record it. Alright, that's great.
End of messages.
Let's go ahead and ring it up now. And we're going to record a message.
This is a test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Record a message or I won't call you back.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. This is the first test message, and admittedly the greeting still sounds kind of wonky. You don't have to have this open to play the messages. I'm just opening it so we can see that it's working. Alright, so we're going to skip to 3. The volume is all the way down. Let's go back.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. This is the first test message, and admittedly the greeting still sounds kind of wonky.
And that very well may be from... Oh, it's not done yet.
Wednesday, 3:32 a.m.
That very well may be because the rubber bands are not
End of messages.
moving the tapes at exactly the right time. Actually, that's more than likely what the problem is, but that's how it's going to be until I can get new belts for it. So I'll go ahead and make another call. We're going to answer it this time. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Let's bring this over here. We'll run through the numbers. Make sure that's all working okay. Okay, let's get that off speaker. Okay, it looks like it's working. Okay, we'll do a readout. It's going to end in a 2. Okay, that seems to be working pretty reliably. We'll get an outside line here, and then we'll make a real call outside. Call the time and temp.
Good afternoon. Hate writing checks? Then don't. Use our automatic bill pay instead. People's United Bank N.A., member FDIC. Today is
There's a little bit of static on that channel.
degrees. Mostly clear today and tonight. High today around 40. Low tonight 20. Sunny Thursday. High around 40.
I gotta say, I'm continually impressed by how good this phone sounds. Okay, now we're doing an intercom. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Channel 4. You know what I think that's saying? I think that's saying the channel. Channel. Yeah, that's what that is. That's really cool. So that's going to tell me the channel whenever I pick up the phone. Channel 7. Seems to be liking channel 2 for the moment. I guess it just stays on whatever it was unless there's a feedback. But that's interesting. That's a pretty cool feature that probably nobody cared about, except for the really technical people. Well, I think it's safe to say this is ready to go. The only thing I didn't do yet, and that's why we're getting a low battery on the base error, is I have not dealt with this. I'm not 100% sure how we're going to deal with that. I will deal with it at some point, but I'm not 100% certain what the best way to go about doing this is, or if it's even salvageable. This may have destroyed the terminals completely. I don't know. Yeah, that's... Okay, now we're paging here. I don't know what to do about that. I'll try some stuff. I'll get it on video, but that's not really a high priority issue. Although actually, I guess with something like this, it kind of is, because I believe it loses the message count when it loses power. So, well, whatever. Anyways, so that's that. Where is that page? So anyways, that's that. Aside from the battery thing, it's ready to go. Thank you for watching. Comment, subscribe, and out. Alright, not so fast, so I don't go down that easily. Took a little bit of work, but I was able to pull those terminals out of there. So now it's just a function of cleaning this with isoprisol or Coke, and then it'll just pull the rest of that corrosion off. So it is 100% now ready to go.